Welcome to Revamp Weekly. This is episode number 1. Why is the gimbal moving? Revamp has had quite an exciting week this week. We have extended the things that we do. We've added a couple of things to our scope and we've actually had a job come through for that so far, which has been fun. I used to fit bathrooms, so to be back in the bathroom showrooms and going to get samples and all the rest of it, it's actually quite a thrill, it's actually quite fun. We take an existing space and we make it better. We've added that this week. Monday, Tuesday we're on a job. Yesterday we were running about looking for samples, we were grabbing as many test samples as we possibly could. Got myself a wee haircut as well yesterday in preparation for today. Now today I'm going on a podcast which I have wanted to get a shot on for ages. In actual fact, I'm less interested in being on the podcast and more interested in picking the gentleman's brain that is hosting the podcast. This particular podcast has got me through some hard times. This is the third year of building a business, which is a very lonely process. And for the times that I didn't have a friend that had the experience in business that I needed, I have leaned on that podcast more than any other platform or podcast available. It is directly for Scottish construction business owners. It is an absolute goldmine and it's underused. It actually amazes me the fact that more people do not watch that podcast. It is literally the best podcast if you're trying to build a business in the construction sector and you live in Scotland. Even if you live in England, it's probably, Charlie Mullins was on it, you know what I mean? That's me arrived at this wonderful establishment. We're going to do a quick tour of this before we start a podcast. This is how a business should look.
So we've got a 10-year target to be the UK's largest, most trusted and reliable roofing company for homeowners.
Let's have a wee peek in the sales office. Ooh. Voila.
Provide a trusted and reliable service for homeowners. The values are there. We've got the 10-year target.
And we've got a boardroom in here. When I sit in here, I tend to get bored. If you're going to scale a business up and make it massive, you'll need to be on top of the scheduling. In here, at Taylor Roofs, this is where it happens. So sorry, girls. What do you do? What do you do?
So we are scheduling probably 30-35 jobs a week for repairs and maintenance, ordering materials, make sure the vans are filled, getting the guys out.
That's it. Without these ladies, this doesn't work. Thank you very much. When Jamie's up here, he does this. Do you want to go in and I'll walk in? Wow, this is top notch. Wow. Did you get into it? Wow.
Tried to go all out with it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was a sort of cinema build guy that did the studio, Stuart for Limitless. He's been on the podcast before, but he basically was like, this will help with the sound, and this will deflect this way, and you need this and that. Because this was a big industrial building, do you know what I mean, with big beams and stuff. They were all like dark green, and the place was just dirty. So we came in, we revamped the full thing. Oh, see what I did there?
Yeah, baby. First ever podcast completed. Let's talk about it. A small feat, but something that I have wanted to do for the last year. I had messaged Jamie a year ago to say I will be on that podcast one day, keep the seat warm, and I'm coming back now, and I've been on it and I've done it. I was nervous. I got 5 minutes into it and I was like, oh, let's start this again, and he was like, no. I was like, fuck, you know what I mean? No cuts, no nothing, just somebody else is in control. And anyway, you get into it, you know what I mean? You do get into it, but fucking hell, that first 5 minutes is torturous. God, I just look forward to doing that podcast in a year's time and having more to talk about, having a more accomplished business and a better business. Good morning, it is Friday. Let's have a wee chat this morning. So obviously yesterday was a fantastic day. Yesterday was a high pretty much all day. That podcast that I had been on, I had wanted to be on it for a very long time. It was quite an achievement for myself to be on that podcast. However, the hard bit comes when it's the new day, it's the next day, you're no longer telling your story, you're back in amongst it, you're back, boots on the ground, and you're out building a business again. But it is a wee bit tough on the mind. You go from such highs to such lows. It's a lot of emotions for one human to feel, as well as doing 5-6 different jobs on top of it. I don't mean different jobs and different customers. I mean different jobs like you do yesterday, you do like your marketing, your networking kind of side of it, you're meeting somebody. You're going on the podcast today, you're back simply doing the work. It's grimy. Yesterday was kind of polished and fresh. Today's grimy. But you're videoing as well, so you're also doing the advertisements. You're also doing the marketing. It is a bit of an emotional roller coaster, building a business. But yeah, anyway, that's it. So it's Friday. Happy Friday, first and foremost. Made it through another week. Extremely exciting week for myself this week. I believe we've got 3 jobs on today. I'm heading to the first one at the moment. The next one, we're going to Fraser Hooley's bathroom. Not his personal bathroom, but a bathroom he's just finished. And if it is the one that I'm thinking of, it is a massive, stunning bathroom with a big archway. It is a 10 out of 10 bathroom. It's got the biggest shower I've ever seen. So if we get that, I'm going to phone him after I finish this and see what's it. In fact, let's phone him now. Hello, mate. How are you?
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Is it ready for me today?
Aye, the decorator's got in this morning. He's got a wee bit of the...
Let's go get a wee look inside this job. As you can see, the silicon's a bit of a mess. All silicon was removed and replaced using an anti-mould HM. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the bathroom I was talking about. Look at the size of it. This is the shower. Still in the shower. Seat. In the shower. The camera isn't even against the wall.
Lights below, silk shirt, open status glow. All white party, marble floors, private, listen, hidden.